What was the game plan going into this one?
We knew that you guys were going to be, good in possession. They moved the ball well, and we wanted to limit the middle areas and force you into the wide positions. I thought you started extremely well and moved the ball. It was very good movement and rotation in the middle areas. But I thought once we got to grips with that, we limited you to very few chances.
This first, strong in the challenge, into the feet of Dixon. Good hold-up play from the centre forward, Aziaya. Managed to just squeeze it to Adeniyi. He put his foot through it. Korboa was onto it though. He's got a bit of space here on the far side. He's got Dixon making a break. Bradford coming in from deep. It's gone to Dixon. Gets a shot off straight down the throat of the goalkeeper, Harry Newcombe. First attempt for the game goes Carshalton's way. It's a positive start. Ball goes in towards the penalty spot. Good header. Price looks to keep it alive. He's giving it away, however. Joe Taylor's going to look to try and retain possession here. He's done well to get past the attentions of Price. He's got Brown in support if he can find him, but he cuts inside, picks up Collin. 20 yards from goal, has a strike. High, wide and not so handsome. But a first opportunity for the gate. There's a high ball searching for Price, just can't get anything on it. Took a slight nick off of Mills, so that'll be a throw into Carshalton. Referee says that'll do, yeah. Price takes it quickly into the feet of Korboa. Wins a free kick off of Ben Swift, who wasn't too lively in that situation. Jordan Cheadle's going to trot across. We all know what he can do from this sort of range. If I was a betting man, I'd say he's definitely going to have a shot here. Came close on a couple of occasions at Merstham on Saturday. Couldn't quite beat the goalkeeper with a couple of speculative efforts from distance. This is about 25 yards from goal. Margate have put up a wall of 4. He's got options to aim for, but Cheadle's probably going to have a strike. Here comes the wind up, and it's just wide. Just the one goal for Cheadle so far this season, but opportunities like that keep coming around. I'm sure it won't be long before he adds another. In their positions well so far. Mills knocks it forward for Taylor, little flick off for Collin. Nice play between the two strikers, and it goes out wide to Brown. Got a chance to deliver. Good header by Morath-Gibbs. Danger not away for Carshalton yet though. Prescott out to Paxman, into the feet of Collins. Prescott again looking to orchestrate play. Dinks it over looking for Brown. He's not offside according to the linesman. Faced up by Korboa. Now can they deliver a ball? Goes in left-footed. There's 2 men free here. What a chance for Collin. He wasn't given offside. In fact, Paxman was in there as well. Might have got in each other's way a little bit, but you'd expect a striker of Collin's ability to at least get that on target. Gives it out wide to Korboa now. Wants to get at his man Paxman, does he? Wants to try and create something. Cuts inside. Can he get a cross in? Oh, just beyond Dixon. He couldn't get it under control. Good header by Unused. Dixon gets it down into the path of Adeniyi. He just tries to play one of those cute balls over the top that he does so well. Dixon gets onto it, spins onto his left foot. Tries to tee up. Good dummy by Korboa. Adeniyi. Deflected wide. Good covering by Jordan Robbins to Denida Robbins. Second corner kick of the game. In comes the corner kick towards the penalty spot. And it should be there. Oh, it's missed everyone. I think that was Dudley on the stretch. He was so close to turning it in. Into Mills. Mills now gets it forwards. A bit aimless, Dudley. Oh, it's come off of his head and Taylor could be in here. He can't get it. He got it under control, but he couldn't tee up Brown, and that's taken a deflection, and Billy Bishop has to work for the first time in the evening. Around him, he has to go all the way back to Cheadle. Can ping one in now. Adeniyi made the run. Oh, it's just over his head, but Dixon can keep it alive. Carshalton still got men in the box. Price showed a little bit too much of it to Collin, but he's retained possession on his left foot. Dinked it in. Headed away by Swift. Unused's not going to let this go. Price, oh, he took his eye off the ball, and Margate hump it full to halfway. Now Adeniyi is looking for options. Here's Tommy Bradford. Skips the pass, Barnard. Opens up for him a little bit, feeds it into the feet of Dixon, but he just can't take it on the spin. Another opportunity goes begging for the home side. Let's see in the final third. Here's Adeniyi on halfway, turns. Price wants to come back again to Adeniyi. Bradford and Aziaya. Good hustling by the visitors, not letting Carshalton settle on the ball. Dudley gets it back from Korboa. Dixon's looking to make a run now, but instead it goes into the feet of Korboa. Squeezes past friend into the feet of Dixon, who tees up Adeniyi. Can't get the shot off, the ball wouldn't come down. Neat pass though. Here's Price. And the ball's there. Oh, good save by Newcombe. Korboa done well to guide that on target. From about 6 yards. It was a low fizz ball by Bobby Price, but Newcombe was there. Here's Brown. Prescott looking to get Paxman away. Cheadle's going to have to cover this. Oh, he's done well to right back. Bishop's come all the way out. Collin's there, and he's hit the post. Well, I don't know why Bishop decided to go all the way out to meet Paxman. The angle for a shot there was not great, and he left the goal rather exposed, although there were bodies in red back. You'd expect a man of Collin's repute to at least get that on target, but close for Margate, the closest we've come to a goal, but it remains Carshalton Athletic 0, Margate 0. Carshalton need to hold out. Ball goes into Taylor, looking to spin, squeezes the low cross in. It's there for Brown, it's hit his own man. Linesman signalled for offsides. And that is it, half time. Here at Colston Avenue, it's Carshalton Athletic 0, Margate 0. Brown on the far side, he switched wings, squeezes across, good header by Dudley. Aziaya can't get it under control, loses out to Prescott, who gets it onto his left foot. He's given away a free kick, Aziaya. A couple of yards outside the Carshalton box. Referee hasn't cautioned anyone yet. I don't think he's going to start now, but here's Michael on a vinegar. Dinks went over the top for Dixon to chase. Friend just does enough, but the danger's still not here. He's gone down, Bradford's gone down, it's a penalty to Carshalton. I think it's a combination of Paxman and Barnard, and it's a spot kick to the Robins. A golden chance for Carshalton to equalise here. It's going to be Jordan Cheadle to take it. There was myriad penalty takers down here last season. Several players took responsibility throughout the season, but to draw Carshalton level, it's Cheadle, and no mistake. You can see the pure joy on his face there. He runs to get the ball. Carshalton draw level, it's 1-1. And what a shot in the arm that could do for the Robins. Great ball for Price if he can get on the end of that. He does. Just manages to keep it in and skips inside. Adeniyi on the edge. Neat little flick for Dixon. Can he work some space? Oh, just a little bit heavy in the pass. The idea was right. He was surrounded by yellow shirts. Korboa nicks it into Dixon. Can he spin? Good block by Swift. Price takes it quickly. Here's Bradford. Gives it square to... Oh, poor pass. Paxman read it. Flishez has lost out, and now Korboa can turn, can he? Yes, he's faced up by two men in yellow. Feeds it into Bradford, little flick. Is it a free kick? It is. This is definitely in Cheadle range. Bradford himself might fancy it as well. That's if he's all right, of course. Momentum just swinging Carshalton's way. A couple of bookings for Margate, and Peter Adeniyi just asking a word about how many? I'm guessing how many free fouls is it going to be before a card of a different colour might come out. But anyway, no booking. Bradford is going to leave it for Cheadle. It's a little bit further out than the penalty he scored about 6-7 minutes ago, but it's well within his range. Referee just having a word with the Margate wall, making sure they're back the full 10 yards. Cheadle's confidence is going to be high. Fizzes it on target. Oh, it's just wide. So close for the Carshalton left back to add in his second of the evening. Be the long throw again. Carshalton have to get men back into the box. And it goes now like an extra set. Bishop's come for it. He's missed it. Oh, free opportunity there. That really should be 2-1. Bishop came all the way out for that long throw, didn't get anything on it, and it was nodded across goal. Only for Collin to put it over. Knocks it forwards, headed away by Swift. Carshalton need to keep their concentration at the back now, entering towards the last 5 minutes of the game. And they don't want to fall to another defeat. Morath-Gibbs though, if I put the commentator's curse on it, here's Taylor, he's through! And it is 2-1 to Margate. The big number 9 has been a problem all evening. He's never stopped running and he's got his just desserts. Morath-Gibbs didn't deal with the ball into the edge of the area, and he done well to get it under control and turn. And he's rifled the ball low past Billy Bishop to make it 2-1 to Margate. Bishop looking for Cheadle. Good take by the left back. Here's Bradford into the field. Korboa, who's going to turn. He's got Sterling Parker making a run though. Bit of misunderstanding between the two forwards, and Sterling Parker's gone down. He hasn't been fully fit for a couple of weeks. Don't know if he's twisted something or... As their poor run of form is going to continue. There's no winning 5 up until tonight. Round of applause for Sterling Parker as he goes off. He's got his head in his hands. Real shame this season hasn't got going so far. Hopefully this won't be a long-term thing. Gives it out wide to Mendy now. He's faced up by Paxman, but he's got legs to try and squeeze across his foot. Oh, it's Barnard even, and he's forced a corner. And home fans G themselves up. Opportunity for Carshalton to put some pressure on the Margate goal. Bradford with the corner kick. Goes in towards the back post. Keeper's come for it. Good punch, but it's fallen for Cheadle. Where's a poke? It's gone well wide. Everybody, Mills should deal with this. And that's it. It's all over. Carshalton fall to a 4th defeat on the spin. 2-1. All the goals coming in the second half. Margate took the lead through a Franny Collin free kick that went in off the post. But less than 10 minutes later, Tommy Bradford bundled over inside the box. Jordan Cheadle stepped up and restored parity from 12 yards. But again, some hesitancy in the Carshalton defence. 5 minutes before the end of the game led to Joe Taylor scoring his 5th of the season, low and hard beyond Billy Bishop. It ends a 3-match losing streak for the visitors, but Carshalton's is prolonged. And it finishes here at Colston Avenue. Carshalton Athletic 1, Margate 2. Robbins TV, I'm James Barrett Sterling. That disappointing... Oh no. Don't put this on the video next time. I saw the Merstham. Cheek. Right, ready? Robins TV here in the clubhouse. I'm James Barrett-Sterling. I've been joined by Steve after the disappointing 2-1 defeat against Margate on Monday evening. Steve, can you put your finger on what went wrong tonight?
Margate, decent team, to be fair, and I think that's the problem. Every team we're playing against at the moment look good. Tough sides to break down, don't give us time on the ball. So from a footballing point of view, I think we're struggling a little bit, not got as much time on the ball, and so we're not playing as good as football as we would like. But I think the boys, they played well today. They had a good performance. It's just a bit of a shame that give the second goal away at the end, but really positive about today's performance. I think Saturday was a little bit disappointing, but you know, the guys are playing well. You know, they're trying their hardest. You can see that the effort's there, but I think we don't get as many chances as we did last season. So when you get a chance in this league, you've got to finish.
Jordan, what was the morale like in the dressing room after that one today? It was tough to take from where I was sitting, but it must have been worse for you guys.
Yeah, low. Everyone's obviously incredibly disappointed after a result like that. Doesn't seem to be going our way at the moment. Obviously, we've come off the back of a couple of results similar to tonight. I thought tonight we played better, which is encouraging. It just feels like we're not really getting the rub of the green at the moment. So hopefully that will change soon. I think we're doing the right things. Don't think anyone can question commitment or work rate, which is positive. So yeah, hopefully we can put it right.
Yeah, it seemed like the work rate tonight was very high. Everyone was putting in challenges, getting in and covering their positions, etc. Was that something that Peter kind of hammered home in the pre-match team talk?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that was anything that was really questioned from last week or the week before. I thought we controlled the game really well at times, probably the best we've played in a few weeks. We just need to turn some of that possession into some clear-cut chances and ultimately goals. So I'm sure it will come. We've just got to keep doing the right things.
Yeah. Robins TV, you can't say that we're partisan. We've got the manager of Margate here, Mike, with us after the 2-1 victory for the Gates at Colston Avenue today. Mike, you must have been pretty pleased with that, considering both sides are on a really poor run of form going into this one.
Yeah, definitely. We were extremely poor on Saturday and we was really disappointed with our performance. It's a perfect response from us. So we're really pleased with getting the result, but also the performance that we put in tonight.
Well, what was the game plan going into this one?
We knew that you guys were going to be, good in possession. They moved the ball well, and we wanted to limit the middle areas and force you into the wide positions. I thought you started extremely well and moved the ball. It was very good movement and rotation in the middle areas. But I thought once we got to grips with that, we limited you to very few chances. And then when we won the ball back, we tried to get into the forwards' feet earlier and play from there.
If you were the manager of the team, what would you try and put right for your money? Is it the mistakes at the back, or is it the fact that we can't find that elusive goal-scoring streak?
I think it's scoring goals, though, really. I think, obviously we're not scoring as many as we did last season, but, you've got to be tight at the back and you've got to put your chances away. But as I say, you can see the boys are trying, and it's just one of those things at the moment. But hopefully they'll work through it. We'll pick a few points up, and, ultimately, me and my mate said this season, let's just stay up. We're not bothered about anything else, so we don't want to go back down again. So let's just stay up, consolidate, and go from there, really.
Is there a little bit of a danger of complacency if that's the way that the playing squad might feel? Oh, we'll just do enough to stay up. Surely you want them to be pushing on a little bit.
I think that's sort of a fan's perspective, or certainly from me and the guys that I come to watch it with. I'm sure the players want to win every game. Of course they do. So. And fair play to them. Like, hopefully that continues. But, we as supporters just want us to stay up. And, I think we start nicking some results. We deserve it. The guys are working hard. Peter's obviously training them hard, and they're trying their best. So, let's get a few points on the ball from now, and then let's see how we go from there.
Yeah. I mean, without digging out anybody in particular, but it seems like a horrible sticky situation whereby we're not keeping out goals at the back, but we're also not scoring at the other end either. How do you kind of solve that conundrum, do you think?
I don't know. I mean, we always say we win and lose as a team. So, we concede goals and we score goals as a team as well. So it's not about pinning the blame on anyone individually or sort of positionally. I mean, one thing we've noticed is since we've come up from last year, You know, you give away 1-2 chances a game, and it's 1 or 2 too many, and we're getting punished for it. Whereas last year we may have got away with that. I think that, coupled with the fact that we're not quite as clinical, it just seems to not quite be clicking at the moment. And both those things happening at once is the reason why we're on the end of a couple of negative results.
So it's an absolute killer, isn't it? When like both happen at the same time, like two trains colliding, you just can't get out of the way.
Yeah, I think for large parts of the game tonight we controlled it, and we need to, like we did so well last year, we need to learn to kill games off when we're on top, particularly in the first half, and then large parts of the second half. Inevitably, however well you're playing, whoever you're playing against, you're likely to concede a chance. So the game needs to be out of sight really before that happens. But obviously, we're trying to cut out those errors at the back as well. So I think it's just a combination of the two.
Yeah, I was very impressed with Prescott and Taylor today. I thought they both dictated the play quite well. What can you tell me about those two players?
Yeah, Prescott didn't start the season in the team, and he's worked himself back in, and he's done extremely well. He breaks up the game really well and keeps the ball for us. He gets into the front man's feet. And Joe Taylor was excellent tonight. I thought his hold-up play and his build-up play, working off him was fantastic. And I'm really pleased he got his goal. He was disappointed Saturday with his performance and not scoring and the way the game went. So a striker's only happy when they're scoring goals.
Small consolation, but you did score tonight. So a goal-scoring defender, talking about that conundrum. How did you feel stepping up to the spot kick? A lot of pressure, because obviously we were 1-0 down at the time.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think for me last year as well, because I missed a couple last year. So
I wasn't going to mention that, but
I thought I'd mention it for you then. But no, my last penalty last year I missed. So that and the fact that we were 1-0 down was another reason why I wanted to take it really and make sure I scored. So luckily it went in.